Hi, this is Hardik with EandM. Today, I'll show you how to control a variable frequency drive from a PLC. Traditionally, you would use the tiny buttons on the drive to commission it, or use a separate drives commissioning tool. You will need to scroll down to thousands of parameters, run analog wires, and map the IOs. The diagnostic tool to pinpoint error is on the separate drives commissioning tool. And of course, if there are 10 drives, multiply all the effort by 10. All this means is that it can take days to set up and commission a PLC drive system. With Siemens, it's all integrated into one single package: drives, PLC, HMI, and even networking. No communication protocols to set up, no I/O mapping, and built-in diagnostic is included in simple English text. The result is that you can set up and test your project in minutes rather than days. What makes it even more unique is the modular design of the drive. The control unit remains the same for half horsepower up to 400 horsepower drives. The only thing that changes is the power module in the back depending on the horsepower ratings. Even the programming blocks are the same. And everything is done within free start drive software, which is integrated in TIA Portal. Let's go ahead and jump to TIA Portal. Here is TIA Portal version 13, and as you can see, I already have a PLC and HMI added to my project. Let's go ahead and add a drive. So under drives, I'll select SINAMICS G120 control units, and we're going to use Profinet version. So it tells us it's version 4.7, and let's go ahead and add our control unit. Once we add the control unit, we also need to add the power module in the back depending on the horsepower rating. Let's go ahead and pick one. We can simply drag and drop. Let's go back to our network view, and as you can see, it says not assigned here. I can simply drag and drop and join these two green boxes for our Ethernet Profinet networking, and now my drive is networked with the PLC and it's assigned PLC as a master. Next step is to assign parameters and commission the drive to tell it motor data. Like I mentioned, there is basic commissioning wizards that can help us step by step. Let's go ahead and start the commissioning wizard. Hit next. What kind of control do we want? We want voltage and frequency control. Hit next. And we're going to use standard current configuration. By default is field bus, which is Profinet, and it gives us 2 bytes of data in, 2 bytes of data out. The first word is the control word, and the second word is the actual speed that we want the VFD to tell the motor to run at. I'll keep standard IEC 50 Hz motor. Hit next, and it will ask us what kind of motor it is. Let's go ahead and enter motor data, and let's say if it's an induction motor. I know my motor is 230 volts, and the ARMS value is 0.73, 0.06 kilowatts. Rated power factor is 0.77. We'll keep it 50 Hz, 1350 RPM. Let's go ahead and hit next. It automatically calculated the current limit value. Minimum speed, we want 0 RPM. Maximum, let's say we want it to be a 1350 of maximum. Ramp up time and ramp down time. Defaults at 10 seconds, which is good for me. Hit next, and here is the summary page that tells me all the information that I selected to commission the drive along with motor data to make sure that I didn't make any typos. Hit finish. The next step would be to go to our PLC. Let's go to our main programming block, OB1. As you can see, there is nothing in OB1. The really cool thing about TIA Portal is the libraries. So what I did is I went to the Siemens support site, and I already downloaded a drives block to control a simple drive. I can simply drag and drop that block in any of my projects. As you can notice, there is some question marks. We need to assign IOs to it. So let's say I want my input 0.0 to be on off of the drive. I want my memory address 10 to be the speed set point. And my input word 258 would be the speed feedback from the drive. And I want to use the next input, which is input 0.1 to reset and acknowledge fault of the drive. And control word would be output 256 from the PLC to the drive. And the speed would be the next one, which is 258. And actual speed, let's say we want to save it to the next available value after 10, would be MD14. So This is a simple block that I already downloaded. It's already done in the background for all the complex programming. And as you can see, there is 0 errors and 0 warnings. If you want to look at the block, you can simply double click and look at the block. All information is right there, but we don't need to change anything in the block. Simply download this project to the PLC and the drive, and we are done. Also, I mentioned all the information about diagnostics can be displayed in simple English text. There's an Excel sheet that I can download from the Siemens support site. And as you can see, all the values for all error codes have a matching English text that I already downloaded and brought it into my HMI that can be displayed directly on the HMI with 0 programming. Again, this is Hardik with EandM showing you how to set up a PLC and drives project in minutes rather than days. And feel free to contact us at 866-MY-EandM. That is 866-693-2636. Thank you.